nice and quiet outside because after sunset, the atmosphere becomes a little bit more stable. The rain and storms pretty much go away. Then the rest of the night's quiet. Right now, it's very quiet outside. Temperatures at 70 degrees after picking up 3/100ths of an inch of rain officially at DFW today. So not everyone obviously saw the rain, but where it did rain and storms, it did come down pretty heavily at times, and we had some wind gusts over 40 miles an hour. There were some very isolated areas where we actually had around pea to nickel size hail, but that's it. Looking at the timecast for the rest of the night tonight, we are going to continue to see more of a partly cloudy sky. I think by tomorrow morning, we're still looking at partly cloudy skies, but we will stay rain-free for the most part. You can obviously see a few showers out to the far west by early tomorrow morning, but most of North Texas will be absolutely dry. So as we go throughout the day tomorrow, temperatures eventually warming up into the mid-80s. We will also have another chance of seeing some isolated showers and storms, but that coverage remains low. We're going to talk about when we could finally see a drier weather pattern coming up in just a little bit. Chris?
All right, thanks, Cassie. We've had some of these where, I mean, it's easily been in the mid to high 90s. So overall, temperature wasn't that bad. And for a lot of us, the rain wasn't all that bad to contend with.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the coverage was so spotty today. Some people got torrential downpours and then some people got absolutely nothing. So it just really depended on where you were, and it's kind of hard to forecast these kinds of storms because they just kind of pop up wherever they want to. The weather pattern that we're in is very unsettled, so we get the heating of the day, and once it gets hot enough in the afternoon, that's when those thunderstorms start to get going. And we really have that same pattern sticking around for a while. So we did make it to 88 degrees today at DFW before the rain moved in, but officially at DFW, only picking up 3/100ths of an inch of rain. And so far for the month, we're actually 1 1/4 inch below normal. So it seems like, you know, the weather pattern just been so unsettled. We have everyday rain chances, and we have, but the coverage has been low. So although you see that chance of rain and storms on the forecast, which seems like every day, not everyone's getting all the rain. So this is our Fort Worth camera. It is nice and dry right now. Temperatures have fallen down into the upper 60s. Now, satellite radar showing all the showers and thunderstorms that we had earlier this afternoon and into the evening, but once that sun set, everything went away. And that's just kind of the pattern that we're in. So we're going to see a lot more of this in the days ahead. Tonight, though, we're going to stay nice and quiet. As we get into tomorrow morning, I think we're going to start out with partly cloudy skies. And then as we get to later in the afternoon, we start to see some isolated showers and storms pop up. But even at noon, most of North Texas is dry. 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, now we start to see some isolated storms pop up a little bit more across the northern half of North Texas, and then watching more rain and storms out to the west. It's going to be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the intensity and the coverage is starting to pick up a little bit more out to the west, while in the meantime, the Metroplex looks pretty dry until we get to about 6 o'clock. Now, we've got some isolated showers popping up right in the heart of downtown Dallas, and then we've got the rain and storms out to the west starting to come down in intensity, but the coverage starts to increase a little bit. It moves into the Metroplex across, it looks like sometime around midnight, so it's going to be late tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning, and then by Wednesday afternoon, well, the latest data coming in is showing that we're expecting more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. So for now, we're at least going to have that 50% coverage of rain and storms, I think primarily late tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, but there's that chance that we get more of those storms as we get into Wednesday afternoon and evening. So just, we're going to have to fine tune it as we get closer. So for now, for tomorrow, we've got that 20% coverage of rain and storms during the day. And then tomorrow night and into your Wednesday, it's going up to 50% coverage. Now on Thursday, it's going back down. Friday, we've got a 10%, but even this weekend, we still have that chance of rain. With the chance of rain just kind of lingering around and certainly the clouds building throughout the afternoon, temperatures have been running a little bit below normal, not a lot. Tomorrow we're forecasting a high of 84. That's only 3 degrees below normal. With the higher rain chance on Wednesday, temperatures going down by several degrees. So 81 on Wednesday, that's going to be 6 degrees below normal. But then the rain chances start to go down as we approach the weekend. So temperatures start to go back up, upper 80s expected for the weekend. So for tonight, partly cloudy, light wind, temperatures drop into the upper 60s. 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, but isolated showers and storms are possible later in the afternoon and evening. But at this point, only about a 20% coverage. It's going up, though, to a 50% coverage tomorrow night, keeping the 50% coverage during the day on Wednesday for now. And then on Thursday, a 20% coverage. Notice, yes, every day for this next week, we have at least a chance of rain and storms, but the